We have live all the way from Maui, from there in Hawaii. We have the VP of City Serve, Todd Lamphere, is with us. Todd is joining us from, he's not in Lahaina, he's been in Lahaina doing work there, joining folks, trying to reach out, assist with the rescue efforts, the humanitarian efforts. You've gone back and forth. We've got some video that we can play. Todd, walk us through what your organization is doing and what you've seen inside the disaster area in Maui.
Jack, good to be on program with you. We are in at base camp for us at King's Cathedral, Maui, where this is really distribution central for us in City Serve and the organizations that have wrapped around King's Cathedral. We're actually on our way back into Lahaina now. We're there yesterday, and I'm just going to tell you, Jack, what we saw at Ground Zero was just total and absolute devastation. Very apocalyptic, actually, is the best way to describe it.
And so when you see this, tell us, are you seeing, and I hate to say this, but we've heard that there were 96 confirmed deaths already, but are you seeing or hearing any more? Because I've been getting a lot of reports just through social media, through the internet. I'm sure you're hearing more on the ground that we've been told that those numbers are essentially low. Is that what you're hearing as well? And are you seeing anything that can confirm those reports, or is that just chatter?
What we experienced yesterday was we actually, in the pictures that you're showing on the screen right now, those are areas, quite frankly, that hadn't even the cadaver dogs had not been there yet. So it's there's a lot of territory that's yet to be combed over, and I think we're going to find, unfortunately, that those numbers are going to skyrocket.
So when we're seeing these images, by the way, people keep asking, they say, this is the craziest wildfire that we've seen, because these images to me look like something that you would see out of a war zone. It looks like when, the military conducts an airburst, the scorch marks that we're seeing, some of the bodies of animals that we've seen. There was a dog video that was going around, looks completely charred. Are you able to walk us through some of the things that you saw like that?
Yeah, it's, war zone actually is probably a great description. Like I say, you're seeing what we shot yesterday. They did not have time to get out. Talked to many people. Many said, listen, I had 3 minutes. Didn't have time. There was such a traffic jam that people literally left their cars, ran on foot, jumped in the ocean, did whatever they needed to do in order to get away from this very aggressive wildfire.
So when something like this comes up, we're also hearing reports that there are early warning systems, there's alert systems within the area. Only 3 minutes. Were people not receiving these messages we get on our phones all the time? Did something break down?
Yeah, I think that's they'll have an internal review afterwards, I'm sure, to figure out exactly what went wrong, if there was a breakdown. But just over and over again, we heard that we just did not have a lot of time. It happened that fast, literally.
And so for people that lived in Lahaina, who lived in that area, were they mostly able to get out to spots like where you are now? Are there people who are still trapped behind? What's the current situation?
Well, you can't get into Lahaina unless you have someone who is a resident there. What's really interesting, Jack, is wildfires evidently have a mind of their own. In those pictures that you've seen, literally blocks were wiped out, but then you'd have a house right smack in the middle of it that wasn't touched, and there's just no rhyme or reason to it. It just really just happened that way, and so they're beginning to get back in to see. Everything that I saw that was burned was just a total, complete devastation. There was no recovery of property at all.
So tell us a little bit about City Serve. What is City Serve doing, and how can people support your efforts?
Thank you, Jack, for that. City Serve is an organization that is dedicated in meeting the needs of our communities through the local church. Our role and responsibility is to resource the local church so that they can become the heroes in their community. And that's what we've done here in this area in Maui with King's Cathedral. They literally have become the epicenter of help on this island here. And we believe in partnerships, Jack. City Serve partnering with Paula White Ministries, No Child Hungry, Mercy Chefs. All of them are right here in King's Cathedral, just meeting the needs of people. This has become, quite frankly, a place where people sleep, and they're housing several hundred islanders every single night, feeding them 3 square meals a day, compliments of Mercy Chefs. And City Serve is coming along, and we augment and supplement this with, we've got 250,000 prepacked meals coming. We have clothing from our friends at Jockey that will be, they're on their way now as well. So we're here just to lift up the arms and just show the love of Jesus to the people who are hurting here on the island.